What's going on, you guys? What is going on? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Friday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, y'all. What is going on, y'all? All right, what's the deal? What's the tea? We gonna be here for a little bit. We ain't gonna be here for long, but we're gonna be here for a little bit though. And I felt like, while I was in T's live earlier today, I was watching his live, and people was letting us, he was talking about basketball wives being canceled today. And well, because I talked about it yesterday. And so while we was in the chat, there was people that were saying that Chaotic had revealed that the same fate was happening to Love and Hip Hop. But y'all know we get this thing started at the 5 minute mark. Y'all know that already. So we're gonna give y'all some time to really come on up in here. And before we really get into the tea of it all, because I actually did listen to the video that Chaotic had made. And I'm gonna give y'all my opinions on the video that Chaotic had made. So yeah, I did a video earlier today. It was called the afternoon questionnaire. I wasn't really feeling it though because I had to keep on jumping off and having to go check the door and stuff like that. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep that up there. I just like for stuff to go the way that I wanted to, or maybe I just go into like the YouTube editor and edit out the dead parts or something like that. That may be what I'll go on and do instead of just taking the whole video down, because y'all did ask me good questions and I don't really want that to go to waste. So I'll probably leave it up. It really don't matter. But but yeah. So, but let me also say this, because I really haven't done much promo for this. I've only talked about it on Instagram. So let me let y'all know this. So tomorrow I have an interview that's coming out. I did the interview earlier this week, and the interview drops tomorrow. If you ever watch Candy in the Game, then you know this person. Her name is Dumb Unique. She was on the show, and she was also a dancer, and she dated Brandon, who was also on the show. I think he was a manager on the show, and Chandrika was one of her good friends on the show. But they reached out to me for an interview, and we did an interview on Tuesday. It was over an hour long. It was a great interview. And I want you guys to really tune in and watch it on tomorrow afternoon. It comes out at noon tomorrow. And it's going to premiere tomorrow at noon. I told you guys that I am trying to get into the interviews of it all this year. I'm really trying to. I really want to. And I'm really debating on whether or not I want my interviews to be like live or whether I want them to be pre-recorded or not. I kind of like doing pre-recorded interviews versus lives, because when you do live interviews, you kind of get thrown off, kind of get distracted by the comments when you're doing interviews live. And I think that doing them pre-recorded will probably be my best feat. That's what I think it would be. I'm not really sure. But yeah, we're gonna see. So actually, after I get off this live, I'm actually gonna be reaching out to some of the people on some of these reality shows and see if they'll be willing to sit down and do an interview. You feel what I'm saying? So we're gonna get into the things of the things, honey. Yes, we're gonna do interviews all year. Okay, definitely. So that's what I'm, even musicians. I'm really, because I'm getting into the music thing. So I want to do interviews with musicians and all that. We're gonna get into it all. So just know that. Did you hear about the other girl you interviewed dating Marquez? I saw that on Twitter earlier today. That's the craziest thing. I saw that shit on Twitter earlier today. And I'm just like, how did she wind up dating this man? You feel what I'm saying? But to each his own, child. To each his own. But we got like 75 of y'all up in here so far. So y'all know the goal with every live that we do is to hit 100 people, and we're almost there. Hopefully we can get there. Now we're getting to the 5 minute mark, so y'all already know what time it is. Like this chat up with nothing but flames. If we got 80 people up in here, y'all know that the word of the year is engagement. So if it's 80 people watching, we need 80 people in the comments leaving their comments and saying what they got to say. But make sure you guys are flaming up this chat, because that's the only way we'll get this show on the road, is if you guys leave a lot of flames in the chat. So go ahead, light this chat up with nothing but flames so we can get this thing going. Let me see. Oh shit, I went to a whole nother tab and y'all already lighting it up. Okay, I see what y'all on. All right, so now that y'all have lit up this chat, we're about to go into the 6 minute mark. Let's go ahead and talk about what we're here to talk about, y'all. And what we're here to talk about is Love and Hip Hop franchise, not just Love and Hip Hop Miami, because they already saying Love and Hip Hop Miami is on this last leg. But according to Chaotic, we're also looking at a cancellation of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and there has been rumors that Paramount is actually cleaning house. So we're about to go ahead and get into that because I had just said last night when we were talking about Basketball Wives getting canceled, I was like, baby, they don't need to touch Love and Hip Hop. I love my Love and Hip Hop. That like we already lost the Basketball Wives check. I don't need to lose the Love and Hip Hop check because I'm really have to get some shit going if I lose the Love and Hip Hop check. Because the only thing I got right now is like Housewives of Atlanta, Housewives of Potomac, Bill Collective, Love and Marriage Huntsville. That's all I really got. I ain't really got nothing else to talk about as far as reality TV shows. So, but I've been saying we're gonna start pivoting this year, and this might be the right time to do so. But let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. So Chaotic did a video, right? And, Chaotic be, keeping his YouTube channel up and running and shit like that. And he was saying that the entire Love and Hip Hop franchise is over and done with. That's what he said. So we're about to listen in on what Chaotic have to say. And of course, y'all know we're gonna get y'all gonna get my opinions, and I'm also gonna put y'all comments on the screen and see what y'all gotta say. So let's go ahead and get into it. But before we do, let me shout out all the moderators that is in here right now. Let me go back all the way up to the top. I see Ravine, I see the Jail Slayer, I see Unapologetic Maverick, I see y'all probably the only moderators that's in here. I think y'all are. And shout out to Jace Ambition. Love you, Jace. Let's go ahead and get into the things, y'all.
Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, and comment on this video. Now, it's a tough morning. I'm over here working out, and they doing a little construction in the background. So let me get by that before I give y'all an update on the new information that I've obtained and what's going on with Love and Hip Hop as a franchise, not as Love and Hip Hop Miami, not as Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, but Love and Hip Hop as a whole entire franchise. And before I start, I want to tell y'all this. I have a school community. Like, I'm going to start this video off with this. Now, I have a school community, Chaotic Community College. The link is in the description of this video. I've been putting it at the front of my videos, and I've been wondering, like, why nobody ain't really going to subscribe from YouTube? So I'm like, why y'all not going to subscribe? First of all, I know some of y'all probably went on there and looked like, oh, is nobody subscribed to this? That's because it's new. Who gonna be subscribed to it if it's brand new? I just started it. And it's me giving a mentorship. Like, let me tell y'all what makes me a great leader and a great mentor. I've been through everything. I've overcame every piece of adversity there is to overcome. First of all, you understand what I'm saying? I've been through everything from in the streets to the music industry to the television and film production industry. I done been let down, kicked while I'm down, toe down, the whole 9 yards. And I've remained chin up, chest out, still pushing through, still overcame, still done made over 7 figures in this game. From content creating to entrepreneurship to everything. I went from horrible credit to now I'm in the 800 clubs. I have exceptional credit, 800. If y'all don't.
Chaotic. Let me fast forward through this because this ain't what the people came to hear. Let me fast forward through this. Sorry.
Miami, Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta, Love and Hip Hop. Allegedly. Let me put allegedly on that now. Allegedly, Love and Hip Hop is being canceled. Love and Hip Hop Miami, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, all Love and Hip Hops is allegedly being canceled and it's over and done with. I heard from a source a very credible, not even a source, a few sources, a few very credible sources. Let me sit my camera right here. I heard from a few very reliable sources that Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and Miami is being canceled due to rating issues. Allegedly. Now I gotta keep saying allegedly. People ain't getting into it no more. It's just that they saying that, you know what I'm saying? And it's who they battling with. They battling with these new networks, the Zeus's, the Now That's TVs and stuff like that, and all these other dope shows. I think people is just tired of the same storylines. I think they tired of and then what I think personally, I think people look at Love and Hip Hop now and see like, you know what, this is too much fluff. It's too like it's starting to come off. I ain't gonna like one thing I ain't gonna do. I'm not gonna say it's scripted. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna hate on them like that and say it's scripted. But they look at a lot of people looking at it as if it's coming off as too scripted. If you look at it, just too much. It's like over and over and over, same thing, same like y'all like this. This is a show that has, to me personally, has destroyed marriages, created identity crisis for people. People don't know who they are. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. But I love loving hip hop. I love being a part of it. But it's just a lot. And I'm gonna take back what I said. It ain't destroy people, marriages, or their identity. It's the people on there that allow being on that show. They let being on that show allow them to destroy their own marriages and create their own identity crisis. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like at the end of the day, people tired of the same old, same old. They rotate people out before they can. They'll rotate you out after one season. As soon as the people like you, they get rid of you. You understand what I'm saying? But they only keep they people from day one. When it comes to their day one people, they'll keep them. And it was like the best to me, the best people that was on the franchise of Love and Hip Hop are the ones they got rid of. If you ask me, the best, like the real to me, the real Love and Hip Hop, the best, my bet when I felt like Love and Hip Hop was over with once you got rid of Stevie J, Mimi, and Jocelyn. Once you get rid of Stevie J, Mimi, and Jocelyn, the friend.
But they didn't get rid of them though, Chaotic. They left on their own. Now, Mimi, on the other hand, I think she took a pay cut and then she eventually left. But Stevie J, Jocelyn, they left on their own accord. Didn't nobody get rid of them?
Franchise of Love and Hip Hop was over. Cause to me, and y'all go in the comments and y'all tell me that, I feel like Stevie J, Mimi, and Jocelyn was the best. That they could have had their own. They could have had their own Love and Hip Hop. Stevie J, Mimi, and Jocelyn could have had their own Love and Hip Hop. But I just feel like Love and Hip Hop done made so many changes and just done. I don't know. It's just something y'all tell me. You know, I want y'all to tell me in the comments, what do y'all think canceled Love and Hip Hop? What do y'all think it is? I would say taking me off the show. I think once they took me off the show, it was over with. Once you got rid of Big K-Dog, it's over with. But yeah, y'all, it is over with for Love and Hip Hop. And I just pray for everybody that is on the show, because I ain't gonna lie, coming from off of a show where you was on national TV every week to not being on TV no more is definitely a hit. Because I took a hit. I felt it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes still to this day, I be missing it. Like, dang, I miss like being in front of that camera recording that Love and Hip Hop because it was fun. But I just pray that everybody else who finna come, who like everybody else can keep their chin up the way I am and figure out something else and keep it pushing. As far as like entrepreneurship and all that, we gonna do that. People gonna get their money. Entrepreneurs that's on the show, people like myself and others that know how to get money, we gonna always get money and always stay rich and wealthy. But those that don't know how to get no money, I feel sorry for them. Those that don't know how to entertain and pick up these cameras and create content, I feel sorry for them. Little Scrappy, I feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for Little Scrappy.
Here you go, bringing up
Because guess what,
Scrappy.
y'all? Little Scrappy ain't got that dog in him. Little Scrappy don't know how to create no God, but you know what? God liable to bless Little Scrappy with something else. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully him and everybody else get their blessings. But boy, let me tell you something. For people that solely depended on Love and Hip Hop, I feel sorry for them. Cause it is over. It is over. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, and comment. And tell me in the comment sections what y'all think about the cancellation of Love and Hip Hop and what y'all think got Love and Hip Hop canceled. I gotta finish my workout. I love you, beautiful people. Peace out. Oh, go join my school community. Link in the description. Let's go.
Okay, so that was chaotic, and he was basically saying that allegedly, Love and Hip Hop is getting canceled. He heard this from a reliable source, honey. So let me just start off by saying this, and I really want to know if y'all agree with me. Why does it sound like if it is canceled? Let's just say that because we ain't got no real information. Ain't nobody came out and say anything about it being canceled. Nobody ain't said nothing but chaotic. So let me just say this. Is it just me or is chaotic like salivating over it being quote unquote canceled? Like he's happy that it's canceled because he been down and out about not being on the show for quite some time now. And now that it's canceled, he's acting like he's relishing in the canceling. Now, y'all know that I've been pretty much taken up for chaotic for quite some time now, but the more I listen to him, the more it made me feel like, yeah, you're bitter. But as far as Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, what I do know is that the new season is coming out February the 17th. I do know that that's the new season of Love and Hip Hop. Is basically like the second half of this past season. It's coming out February the 7th. But ain't nobody said anything about this being his last season. When they were talking about Love and Hip Hop Miami, they were saying that, this is Love and Hip Hop Miami's final season. Ain't nobody saying that about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So I don't know. But this is, so when it comes down to is Love and Hip Hop Atlanta canceled? I don't know. But I do know that they canceled Love and Hip Hop Miami as they should have been canceled it a long time ago because Love and Hip Hop Miami never gave. They only had one good season, and that was season 3. The whole season with Hood Brad and Nicki Natural and all them girls on there. That was the first and last good season of Miami. You know what I mean? But it does come across like if Love and Hip Hop is really canceled, Chaotic is happy about it being canceled. That's how it's coming across to me. And another thing too, while Scrappy did do him wrong, Chaotic looks like a obsessed, bitter lover because every time we turn around, he brings up Scrappy name. Scrappy don't talk about him. So it is what it is. He need to stop bringing up Scrappy. When it comes down to Scrappy and Chaotic, I'm normally team Chaotic, but even in this video, he had to bring up Scrappy's name. Like, what you bringing up Scrappy name for? Why you constantly keeping his name in his mouth? Now you had keeping his name in your mouth. Now everybody was on your side at first. Like everybody was on your motherfucking side at one point in time, but now it's giving you a messy punk and you can't keep his name out of your mouth. It's like he's embedded in your brain. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah. Chaotic just a hater like the rest of them. That's how it's coming across to me, honestly. That's exactly how it's coming across to me. But I don't know. But I will honestly say this. Basketball Wives getting canceled made a lot of sense. But I really feel like Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is good where it's at. They don't need to cancel it. The most that they probably need to do with Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is get rid of the girls that's been on there from the beginning. Because Kirk and Rashida should have been gone. They need to go. I don't see what their purpose is anymore. Yandy Mendici should have never came on this motherfucker. Cardi should have been gone. Spice, she can go too. And I know that a lot of people love Spice and Spice is this angel, and can't nobody say anything about Spice. I know how y'all feel about that girl, but fuck Spice. Like, I'm not tired. I'm tired of Spice. I don't want to see Spice no more. Like, she done overstayed her welcome for me. Spice can really get the fuck on, honestly, because I can't stand Spice, like, for real. And this ain't got nothing to do with no motherfucking colorism or nothing like that. I ain't never liked Spice. I don't care about Spice. Spice is a big ass bully, and she plays victim, and everybody's scared of her ass, and I'm over it. So I need for Yandy, Mendici, Kirk, Rashida, Carly, and Spice, and even Mama D to get the fuck on at this point. That's it. That's all. And I honestly feel like everybody else can stay. Honestly, everybody else can stay. Sierra and her lips can stay. Bambi can stay. Jessica White could really go too, because she don't bring nothing to the cast anyway. But then again, I don't really mind her, but she don't really, you know. I know y'all don't like Kendra, but I like Kendra, and I don't mind her staying. I just get a kick out of Kendra yelling at Jock, knowing that she ain't finna leave his ass. Like, I get a kick out of watching her do that. I'm just saying, like, it's entertaining to me, because Kendra just be yelling her ass off, knowing she not going nowhere. She ain't finna leave Jock. All that screaming and yelling she doing, she ain't going nowhere. I don't mind Kendra, though. For the most part, Kendra's dumb as fuck, but I don't mind her. You need one dummy on the damn show. I don't mind Kendra being there. I'm just saying. I'm sorry, Jace, but Kendra and her screaming, it just entertains me. I'd be over here hollering, laughing when she be doing all that damn screaming, because she knows she not going nowhere. As much as I can't stand Zane, you need a messy ass man on the show. So Zane and Ashley could probably stay. I do enjoy their storyline for the most part. Let me see. Who else is on there? Now this Salma and 24 thing has a lot of potential. I can tell you that it has a lot of potential. So I could see them. Erica Banks, she all right. I think I could take her. I think I could take Erica Banks for a little bit. She's Rennie Rucci. I like Rennie, but I need to see more Rennie. I don't think they utilize Rennie Rucci as much as they should. I think she's the most authentic on the damn show. Rennie is the most authentic, so I could take her. Love and Hip Hop Hollywood is supposed to be coming to MTV. I heard that. And Dario said season 7 and 8 was the best season of Cash. You think so? I don't know, because when it comes down to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, I think that they had quite a few good seasons. With season 1 and 2 being my favorite. I love season 4 with the introduction of Jessica Dime. I liked season 6 when we found out that Kurt got Jasmine pregnant. I enjoyed that season. Season 7, I enjoyed Tokyo Vanity coming on the show. And to be honest, season 9, I enjoyed that season too. Although that season got cut short because of COVID, but I was really enjoying season 9 before it got cut short. When they brought in light skinned Keisha and shit like that. Like, I was enjoying this. It was still good. It was good. It was good. It was still kind of good. And I know a lot of people like to say that when Jocelyn left, the show went down, but not really. Not to me, but maybe that's a biased statement coming from me, because I never really just seen it for Jocelyn, and I never watched for Jocelyn at all. So that might be why I feel this the way that I feel about it. But baby, it didn't ruin anything for me, because I was still watching. Honestly, I was still watching. Let me see what Dario's saying. My picks are Tokyo, Sierra, Mimi, K. Michelle, Spice, and Tommy and Jocelyn. Okay. I agree with most of your lists. I can just do without Spice. I can do without Spice. I promise I can. Spice irks me. I can't with Spice. She gets on my nerves. And Akbar V, I had so many high hopes for Akbar V when she first came on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, because the first time I saw Akbar V, I was at a K Michelle concert. She was opening for K Michelle. This was 2018. She was opening for K Michelle. I think it's what was the name of that tour? Because the show was in Atlanta. Because I came here with one of my good friends, Montavious. We came out here to go to her show. I don't remember what the name of this tour was, but I know it was 2018. This was right after the People I Used to Know album came out, and she was on tour. And I had so much hope in Akbar V because I enjoyed her show on K Michelle's tour. But then it's like she came on there and just pissed me off. Erica Mena. That's another person that shouldn't have been on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Erica Mena. I didn't even want her on Love and Hip Hop New York, let alone Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Okay, like Erica Mena, no. Mm-mm. I never seen it for Erica Mena. Never. Now, what I would give to have Jessica Dime back. What I would give to have Jessica Dime back. I need her back. Okay. I promise y'all. I need her back. I need her back. I need her back. I need her back. Give me Jessica Dime back. Okay. Give me Jessica Dime again. She a married woman. She got 2 children. Give me Jessica Dime again. I need Jessica Dime back. Okay. Period. Jessica was that girl. Yes, she was. Okay. Love and Hip Hop has shown more love to side chicks more than anything. Oh my God. Spice and Estelita versus Tokyo. Oh, this text message that I got, they just sent me that when they was fighting on the ranch. Oh, I remember that. I remember that plain as day. I wanted Tokyo to beat Spice ass so damn bad. I'm so serious. I want her to whoop her ass so bad that on that episode. That was a good ass season too, now that I think about it. That was a good ass season. Period. Let me see. I want to Love and Hip Hop Houston. Well, I do too. But y'all do know that Love and Hip Hop Houston was filming at one point in time. They was filming Love and Hip Hop Houston and Love and Hip Hop Miami all at the same time. You know, they was doing it at the same time. And they chose Miami over Houston. But they said shit got too real in Houston where some of the cast members brought guns on set and they just canceled the whole damn thing. That was going to be a good ass season. Do you hear me? That was going to be a good fucking season. They had Sauce Walker on there, Kurt Cobain's on there, Johnny Blaze, Just Brittany, Megan James. It was a set of twins on there. That was gonna be. Y'all thought Atlanta was ghetto. Houston was gonna be ghetto. Okay, Houston was gonna be ghetto. Period. It was gonna be ghetto as hell. Let me see. I want K Michelle, Tokyo Vanity, Jessica Dime, Mimi, Rennie, and Bambi. Well, K Michelle finna be on K Michelle finna be on the Housewives now. They brought guns and Johnny also tried to commit. That's what did it. Yeah, that's what I heard. It was too real. Let me see. Jessica Dime still looks better than all of them. It was too much for them. Oh my God. They could have got past the guns, but Johnny ruined it for everyone. Yeah. Let me see. The fact that Megan Thee Stallion auditioned for Love and Hip Hop Houston and didn't get picked. Right. Did y'all ever know that? Did y'all know that? Like, that is one of the people that I know for a fact actually did apply and try it out for Love and Hip Hop Houston was Megan Thee Stallion. Before she became who she is today, she was trying to be on Love and Hip Hop Houston and they didn't choose her. But another person that auditioned for Love and Hip Hop Houston was the girl from Bad Girls Club, Tiara. They didn't pick her either. And I hated that they didn't pick her because I love me some Tierra. Tierra was fucking entertaining. Tierra was entertaining on Bad Girls Club. She was funny as fuck. She could fight. She was very entertaining. Why they didn't pick her? Why didn't they pick her? I would have loved that shit. Kurt Cobain and Sauce Walker got into a shootout during the film. Oh, okay, it was them. It was Kirko and Sauce Walker. Oh shit. Houston was gonna be so damn good. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta was the ghetto version of RHOA. Pretty much. It was shitting on RHOA for a long time now. Let's not act like it wasn't. Let's not act like it wasn't. They were shitting on Real Housewives of Atlanta for a long time. I used to get my life just looking at Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Like, for real. They picked Just Brittany over Meg is very telling. Because Just Brittany was not entertaining. I do not like Just Brittany. I remember meeting her at the Boss Baby Awards. She irked me so bad. Let me see. Kurt Cobain so fine. But you know they was talking about revamping Love because there was a story that came out. Was it last year or the year before last? But there was a story that came out, and they were saying that they was gonna try Love and Hip Hop Houston again, and they was gonna have Kelsey Nicole on there as the lead. I don't give a fuck about Kelsey. I don't care to see Kelsey on my screen. Because I was going to get on here and review Love and Hip Hop Houston and be ready to drag Kelsey just for breathing. Because I can't stand Kelsey. I don't like Kelsey at all. So I don't know why they felt like we wanted to see her at all anyway. Because all she's going to do is get on here and talk about being friends with Megan Thee Stallion. That's all the fuck she's going to do. Anyway, let me move on. Scotty, do you think they should bring back reunions? Absolutely. It'd be so much shit happening during the season, and I be wanting them to address that shit at the reunion because, like, when season 11 of Atlanta didn't get no reunion, I was pissed. I really needed to see Erica and Bambi get that showdown again, and Erica and Diamond get that showdown again at the reunion, like, for real. Let me see. Season 12, I like all that shit that happened with Amy and Bambi. That should have been a reunion. Like, it was a lot of them. Let me see. I can see her being the lead with her Houston connections, but I don't want to see Jay Prince or his Raggedy Sons. Y'all do know that Jay Prince Jr. was also supposed to be casted for Love and Hip Hop Houston too. I also heard that the rapper Kaya was supposed to be on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta when it first started. Now that's something. I wish we had more reality shows in Houston, like a Real Housewives of Houston. Let me tell y'all now, a little birdie told me, the same source that I be getting all my tea about Married to Medicine and Housewives of Atlanta, all that stuff, the same person that be giving me the tea on it, they gave me the tea about this. Now, there was a pitch. There was a pitch for Real Housewives of Houston. There was definitely a pitch. They had a whole cast. They had like all these little, and it was a black cast. It was African American cast. All these women had money. They owned businesses. They had wealthy husbands or something like that. They brought it to Bravo, and they really wasn't trying to give us another black cast at the time. They just really wasn't trying to do it. As you can see, if you notice, look at what they're doing now. They like to give us a drop of chocolate on these white franchises, like on Beverly Hills. Let me throw in Bowls. There you go. There you go. Your chocolate right there. On New York, let me drop this chocolate. On Miami, let me drop this chocolate like Gertie and Kiki, all that other stuff. They apparently they really just weren't ready for that. So it was a pitch for a Houston Housewives, from what I heard in the streets. It was a pitch for that. Now, why they didn't give it to us, I don't know. But I wanted a Houston Housewives. I wanted another black cast. Same way they was out here saying it was rumored that there was gonna be a Real Housewives of New Orleans, and I ain't heard nothing else about that. So I don't know what's going on. Wasn't it supposed to be a Basketball Wives Houston? It was. Tammy Roman put together the cash. She was going to get production credit. They had filmed and everything. Didn't come out. Gladys Knight and the Iyanla Vanzant were also considered for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Y'all stupid. They didn't want 2 ATLs if you get my drift. Basically. Let me see. There was supposed to be a Basketball Wives Houston, which Tammy pitched, and it was the reason her and Miss Potato Head fell out. And if I'm not mistaken, Beasley, don't Tammy live in Houston? If I'm not mistaken, Tammy lives in Houston. And been living in Houston for a long time. I heard Shawnee blocked Tammy from there. Yep. Shawnee ruined Basketball Wives Houston because she didn't want Tammy being the face. See, that's the thing. I'm not really sure if Tammy was going to be on the show, but I know that she pitched it and was going to be in production and all this other stuff. Like, I don't know if she wanted to even be on the show or not. I'm not really sure, but that's what was said. Her and Shawnee live here. Okay, yeah. Last I heard with Reggie. Yeah, see, they giving us all these other cities, like they gave us Real Housewives of Dallas. I didn't want to see that. I want to see some Housewives of Houston. Or give me a Housewives of Charlotte or something. That's another black city that's kind of thriving. Give me some of that. Like, I'm just saying. So I don't know. But all I gotta say is this: I really don't know what's happening with Love and Hip Hop. We don't have any confirmation about all of them being canceled, because the thing is, I did hear that Miami is getting canceled. They said that in the articles that this was their 7th and final season of Love and Hip Hop Miami. They did say that, but we don't know if everything else is being canceled or not, because I ain't heard nothing about Atlanta, and I've been hearing that Hollywood is coming back to our TV screens. So I don't know. Now, it might be my wishful thinking, but I don't want Love and Hip Hop Atlanta to go nowhere no time soon. I just don't. I love Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. It's still good for my pockets, and it's still good to me. So I don't really want it to go nowhere, honestly. Black people are in Dallas doing good, but see, that's the thing. Quiet T, they didn't pick any black people. They made that an all-white show once again, and I think they got canceled for the racism that happened on that damn show. So it's just like, I don't know. But with that being said, y'all, I think that's all I really got. That's all we had to give today with this whole thing about Love and Hip Hop. Like I said, we don't have any real clarity on whether or not Love and Hip Hop is canceled or not, but that is just coming out the mouth of Chaotic. It's all alleged, so I don't know. But with that being said, y'all, your boys up out of here, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, y'all.
That 20, yeah, you always been a sneaky bitch, hating from the sidelines, trying to get picked, yeah. You don't found one, yeah, you don't found one. You don't found one, found you a real one. On my assets lately, you catching face shots, fire catching babies. Heavy on the highs, better get you some gravy. Cut that lady check, why you out here being lazy? I got bored with that season, I'm talking shit when I'm spitting. Fact, the bitch, I'm the reason. When it got you hoes heated. Snow got them hoes sneezing, got the meals you not eating. Where had them hoes leaking, God trust when I'm speaking. It's giving.
These bands gon' make it hot. Real niggas gonna come up. Don't let the game gon' change us. Real niggas in my circle, ho. Don't ever play us. This the real hustle. We make the money, don't make it make us. They ain't bout shit. Talking out they neck. Bitch, we bring the heat every time we step. You fucking with a beast. Fucking with the best. Get money on the east. Plug on the west. Bitch, I'm from the north. But we run this out. Bitch, we outside. What you talking about? Who the fuck is me? No, who the fuck is you?